Dear students, in today's lecture we are going to discuss about the three different types of taxonomic aids. These are the botanical gardens, museum and the zoological park. In previous lecture I have told you about the herbarium. Herbarium is actually a collection of dried and preserved plant specimens with their correct identifying features labeled on uh, a slip which is pasted both the plant specimen, the dried plant specimen, and that slip is pasted on a common sheet for reference point. Okay, so now let's have a look how these three different types of taxonomic aids are going to help us in different types of taxonomical studies. First of all, let's have a look. Botanical gardens. Botanical gardens are those large places which have a collection of variety of plants, living plants. Okay, the living plants are grown there, providing the specific conditions they require, and this variety of plants, species and their varieties, they are correctly identified there, they are correctly labeled there, especially their family is mentioned, to which family the plant is going to belong, and these large places, actually the large gardens, they are going to help us in finding out the identifying features of a plant species or its different varieties. Okay, so the purpose of the botanical garden is actually to study the various features on side. On-side study or scientific study of the plant is possible when the scientists and their associates and their students, they regularly visit in the garden and study the live plant. The living plant is, the features of the living plant is studied there, and this is the on-site study or the scientific study. Whatever we want to find the whatever type of information we want to gather from that plant, we can actually see the plant. There is no picture, there is no dried specimen, but they are the living plant. What I want to say, okay? So it is serving as the scientific. The gardens are serving to provide the scientific study material there. Okay. The botanical gardens are also helpful in conservation of some of the endangered species or the species which are going to be extinct. This is a very essential step to conserve the plant species if it is on the verge of extinction. So, the botanical gardens, they are providing the sufficient or the conditions to that plant which is in the risk of extinction. That's why the botanical gardens are also serving us for conservation purpose. Okay. So, and such type of conservation is known as ex situ type of conservation strategy. Ex situ, because this is actually off-site conservation. Off-site means when the plants, they are facing any type of danger, they are taken from their natural habitat and then they are grown in a specific area. That's why we are calling them as botanical garden. So this is actually ex situ, off-site. It is not actually their natural habitat. That's why they are known as the ex situ type of conservation. So the botanical gardens are serving purpose to conserve the plant species. You can also find out the benefit of these botanical gardens as in various seed exchange programs, because there are a number of plant varieties growing in different types of botanical gardens present all over the world. So we want to collect the seed, we want to grow the plant in our area, then these botanical gardens, they give us chance, they have a collection of seeds of those plants which are present in that botanical garden, and we can take up those seeds and can grow in area of our choice. Okay. So various seed exchange programs are also associated with this botanical garden, and also they are the places of aesthetic and recreation purpose, because they are providing a sort of greenery. So the people around the botanical gardens, they regularly visit for the aesthetic purpose and recreation purpose. Okay. So these are the few of the benefits that are linked with the botanical gardens, and here I have written three examples of botanical gardens. There are a number of botanical gardens, but here I am going to quote only three. The Royal Botanical Garden, which is present in the Kew, London, or the England. The Royal Botanical Garden. These two are in our country. Indian Botanical Garden, which is in Howrah or the Kolkata, and National Botanical Research Institute, this is located in the Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. Okay, so this is the taxonomic aid which harbor a number of varieties of plants, their species. They are living plants. They have to give, they will require specific care for them. Sometimes it may happen that the plant is not getting the natural conditions because it is taken from other type of habitat. So the plant is grown in a botanical garden by providing it specific conditions in specially built screen houses or the greenhouses. Okay, so they are very much cared. They are labeled correctly, and then they can serve as scientific study purpose or conservation purpose or recreation or aesthetic purpose. Okay. Now come to this next taxonomic aid. This is the museum. Museums are actually the places where the plant or the animals, they are kept. They are actually collection of dead plants or animal specimens. Okay, and the dead plants or animal specimens, either they can have their parts or their full body there. So these plant or animal specimens, they are dried, they are preserved in chemicals so that they can be kept there for longer duration. And these museums are going to collect the algae, fungi, mosses, and pteridophytes and parts of the gymnosperms, which can't be kept in herbarium. Herbarium is actually you are going to dry or preserve the plant specimens and going to paste them on the sheets, but actually these specimens here in museum, they are kept in jars, glass jars having some chemicals to prevent their decomposition process. Okay, and a separate catalog is also prepared for the reference points, means they are arranged according to the taxonomical way, means they are going to follow a particular classification system. They are correctly identified and then labeled with their common name, scientific name, whatever the museum is providing, the type of information, and then this all the specimens, they are going to serve as a first hand information to find out the type of soil, the type of habitat, the type of features in an organism that you want to find out. Okay. In case we are going to kept insect specimens, the insect specimens can be pinned up or they can be kept in the chemical jars. If we have some skeletons, like a part of skeleton, bones are there, then the parts which are not available at that time, they can be prepared artificially by the scientists, and then complete skeleton can be maintained there. Okay, just these museums are going to serve the purpose of giving a view what is the height of that animal, or that what is the shape of that animal that we are storing there. Sometimes stuffed animals are also kept there. For stuffing purpose, only the the skin and its hairs are kept intact, and the internal organs they are removed, and instead of that, the organs or the inner material of the body, some sort of stuff material is filled up like the straws or the cotton, anything, and then they are sprayed with chemicals regularly so that they can be preserved for a longer duration. Okay, so these are the museums. Here the dry specimens are kept, here the living plants are kept. This is going to serve for both plant and animal, a variety of organism. This is going to serve only for plant. Okay, now the third type of taxonomic aid is zoological parks. The zoological parks are, you commonly know them as zoos. The zoological parks are the places where the living wild animals are kept. And why they are kept there? These zoological parks are going to serve a variety of purposes. Like the wild animals, they are kept there firstly for the breeding purpose. Sometimes it happens that in natural habitat, the animal is not getting the favorable condition, and it may be on the verge of extinction. So to increase the population of that particular animal, it is kept in zoo and then allowed to breed freely there, so that the population can be increased, and then the progeny is again sent to their original place, the natural habitat. Okay, so they are also going to serve as breeding grounds for the wild animals. First is this. Second, these animals, the wild animals, they have a board outside their keeping point about their food habit, what type of food they eat, what is their behavior, and their common name, the scientific name, or you can also find out the genus or family, etc. for study purpose. And first of all, but the main purpose they also serve as that the animal behavior or how the animal actually look, you can only you have only seen it in either in the TV, or you can also have some information in going directly into the jungle, but that is not possible. So to see that animal live, how it moves, what is its height, what is its length, or all the morphological features can be easily studied in the zoo, okay, or the zoological parks. The animals which are kept there, they are given proper care as that of their natural habitats, all the food and but whatever they need, the zoological park authority they try to provide all those conditions which are favorable for that particular animal. Okay, so these are the three different types of taxonomic aids that I have discussed today. And in next lecture, we are going to take up another taxonomic aid, that is the key, flora, fauna and the manuals. Okay, and I hope these three are clear to you.